At this stage of your life, you feel left behind, and it's not by coincidence. You don't need someone to tell you that. You feel it every time you wake up with that slight tightness in your chest, that quiet panic, because deep down you know you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Not really. You're not useless. You're not a failure. But there's a disconnect between what you could be and what you are. And that gap, that's what eats at you. It's the reason even your best days sometimes end with this strange sense of guilt, like you should have done more, could have gone harder, would have made progress if you had just focused. And it's not even about wanting to be rich or famous. It's about wasting your shot. That quiet fear that you're blowing your 20s, the years you keep hearing are the most important. And it's frustrating because no one ever taught you how to handle this. Everyone talks about chasing dreams, becoming successful, doing what you love, but no one gives you a roadmap. They hand you all these vague ideas like grind harder or stay focused, but you're left alone trying to figure out what that even means day to day. And meanwhile, everywhere you look, someone your age is making it. Someone's building a brand, starting a business, buying their first house, hitting 100,000 follower, and you're just sitting there thinking, I swear I'm trying. So why does it feel like I'm standing still? And let me be clear, I'm not speaking from some high horse. I'm not the guru who figured it all out at 21, who wakes up every day bursting with motivation, with a perfect routine and flawless execution. No, I'm one of you. I've wasted days too. I've said, I'll start Monday more times than I can count. I've made ambitious plans at 2 in the morning, felt fired up, and then still slept in and did nothing the next day. I've been caught in that loop of watching self-help videos and somehow feeling more drained after, like I just consumed productivity without producing anything. But at some point it hit me. Nobody's coming to save me. There's no perfect plan, no guaranteed path, no magical routine that will make the work do itself. If I wanted to win in my 20s, I had to outwork everyone. Not in a toxic hustle till you collapse way, but in a focused, consistent, brutal way. I had to stop pretending to work, because a lot of us are doing that. We're busy, but not productive. We make to-do lists, buy planners, highlight quotes, but we don't move, and that's the killer. We look like we're grinding, but deep down, we know we're just stalling. We're staying in the preparation phase forever because action, real, scary, irreversible action, that demands courage. And here's the raw truth. Most people in their 20s aren't working as hard as they say they are. They're talking, they're fantasizing, they're building castles in their minds. But when it's time to sit down, shut up, and do the work, they vanish. The number one way to outwork everyone in your 20s? Just actually work. It sounds dumb. It sounds too simple. But it's the truth. Most people aren't even competing. They're sitting on the sidelines, criticizing the players, overthinking, waiting for inspiration to strike. So when you decide to stop waiting, stop scrolling, stop obsessing over the perfect moment, and just start, you're already ahead. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to build a business. What do most people do? They research for weeks. They watch hours of videos. They obsess over branding, font choices, what their website will look like. Meanwhile, someone else with less knowledge, fewer resources, just starts. They pick a niche. They talk to potential customers. They sell one thing, then another, and learn by doing. That's how you win. Not by being flawless, but by moving fast and fixing things later. The person who shows up every day and fails forward will always beat the person who's stuck in perfect planning mode. And this applies to everything. Fitness, learning, building anything. Most of the results you want in life are buried under months of boring, repetitive, unsexy work. And that's why so few people get them. Because when it gets quiet, when it gets slow, when no one is clapping or liking or commenting, that's when most people quit. But that's also when the winners double down. If you want to outwork everyone in your 20s, here's what you need to understand. It's not about doing more. It's about doing less, better. Most people burn out because they chase too many things. They want to build a business and get shredded, and go viral and travel and have fun and keep up with every trend. But that's not work. That's chaos. You want to really move? Choose one or two things and go deep. Stack quiet hours. Turn down noise. Track progress, not vibes. You don't need more tools. You need more discipline. You don't need another podcast. You need a plan you actually follow. There are more free resources available right now than ever in history. Whatever you want to learn, Coding, marketing, investing, writing, it's out there. You don't have an information problem. You have an application problem. And I say that with love, because I've been there too. It's not that you're lazy, it's that you're distracted. There's a difference. The modern world is designed to steal your attention, and unless you consciously fight for it every day, it will win. And yeah, let's talk sacrifice. Because if you want to be extraordinary in your 20s, there are going to be seasons where life won't feel balanced. While your friends are out every weekend, you'll be home, working. While others are binge-watching a new series, you'll be tired from editing videos, writing code, lifting weights, or studying. People might not get it. Some will even mock you. But when you start to win, when you start to build something real, they'll watch in silence. You can't have it all. Not yet. You can't have freedom and comfort. Not at the start. At some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, if this thing really matters to me, what am I willing to give up? Because there's no progress without pain, no growth without discomfort. And the longer you avoid sacrifice, the longer you delay success. So here's what I'll leave you with. Be brutally honest with yourself. Are you really trying? Or are you just staying busy? Are you chasing your goals? Or just collecting motivation and pretending that counts? Are you building? Or are you just imagining? Because you can't fake consistency. You can't fake discipline. You can't fake the quiet work that happens behind the scenes when no one's watching. But you can decide. You can draw a line in the sand and say, enough. Enough waiting. Enough excuses. Enough watching other people live the life you want. From this point on, you work. You show up. You learn. You fall. You get back up. And you outwork everyone. Not because you're better. Not because you're smarter. But because you keep going when everyone else slows down. So, are you in? Or are we having this same conversation in 12 months? Same you, just older, still full of potential.